All right. So this one, hi guys. Um, this particular video is Demonology 101. Okay. Now, if you maybe you shouldn't see that night if you're a little bit skittish. Okay. If you think that you might be a little bit scared, yeah, maybe don't watch this at nighttime. Okay. During the day, it's probably a good time. And let me give you some background as to how I came into demonology and how that all came about. Okay, so I may break this into two different parts simply because there's a lot of stuff, but here's the background. Here's the gist of it. In in late, what was it? Oh gosh, it was in 1997. 1997, yeah, 1997, 1998, somewhere around that time. I basically conjured up a demon in my life without knowing that I did. They might say, "Hey, how can that happen?" Yes, it could happen because of paganism. Okay, once again, everything goes back to paganism, and when you understand paganism, you could be doing a simple thing like playing with the Ouija board, maybe playing the game, Charlie Charlie that the kids played a couple of years back. Maybe you walked into a place, you took an object. I mean, it could be as simple as that, guys. Objects, places, words that you said can get you into a curse. Can bring about spirits following you. Okay. There's many other things too. I'm just giving you basic. All right. So, anyways, fast forward in 2009, 2010. I'm in La Puente, living in La Puente in a house. And during that time, man, there was like a lot of craziness going on. I used to have a little dog named Lucas, and we would take him for walks, right? So let me just give you one example. We would take him for walks, and the house was clean, everything was clean, everything good. We go for half an hour or 45 minutes for a walk, and we come back. The lights were on. There'd be like clothes on the floor. Sometimes the cupboards, were open, and it was just weird. It was like bizarre. Like, what the heck's going on right here? So that was my first. Well, there was more clues than that, but I'm not gonna get into it. It's like a big story. Maybe I'll do something on that. So after, during the time of my separation, I started to realize that there was something really demonic going on. I would have to put, as I was by myself, hear like noises and things of that nature. And I started to put, music on, like spiritual Christian music, and the noises would go away, the bad feelings would go away, all sorts of stuff. So I started researching it, in 2010. I started researching it, and I I started researching under a famous exorcist named Malachi Martin. And there was a movie, what actually helped me to really figure things out was that movie, was it just a movie, Paranormal Experience. There you go, part 1. That one is really really good. Whoever did that Paranormal Experience or Activity, there you go, Paranormal Activity, did a really great job. They know what they're talking about. Okay. And yeah, that's basically how, like, things escalate. Okay, so demonology, just think of it like this: things escalate. Okay, things escalate and they get worse and worse. But right now we're finding that things are even getting quicker, and I'll explain it a little bit. So I studied him for like 2 years, I think, 2 years, and then I really figured out when I studied paganism. So when I studied his stuff, I studied Malachi Martin stuff. He's a Catholic priest, exorcist, and then I studied Christian exorcisms, and then when I became a Hebrew, I studied like the Hebrew, the Hebrew portion of it, right? So let's get a breakdown, okay? Because I'm a teacher, so I'm going to break it down like this. All right. Who are the demons? You just might think they've always been here. Not true. Okay. So in the book of Enoch, remember, I'm going to provide links for things that I talk about. That way you guys can search out yourself. In the book of Enoch, it talks about how it gives a lot of answers, by the way. It's a commentary. He says a commentary of the Bible because the Bible doesn't answer everything, right? Well, in the book of Enoch, it says that the fallen angels, they came to earth, they mated with women, right? Some people think they raped them. Some people think they were willing. Who knows? Whatever happened. And the women had these giants. You might say, well, how did the babies come out if they're giants? Yeah, it ripped their stomach. Like, literally ripped their stomach like alien, right? And these giants were hybrids. Okay, now the last video I talked about hybrids a little bit, right? Yeah. Well, hybrids, they don't have any place. Okay, there's no place for them because they're 50-50s. There's no special place for the giants to rest, their souls to rest. So they were allotted the earth to roam, and this is what demons are. What we're dealing with is basically the giants of old. So when you see a spirit and it looks like a little girl or a little boy or your dad or your mom, guys, that's not them, okay? These are the giants that have access to these files, and they use them to manipulate your feelings and get you to feel a certain way, okay? Now, I know that's tough to swallow, but I'm sorry. This is all the evidence that I've studied, supports that these giants are using these images of your loved ones to project that, okay? And so their spirits could not go to Hades, okay? Their spirits could not dwell there. They could not stay there. I think they could go there, but they can't stay there because they don't have permanent residency. They're not 100% human and they're not 100% angel. Okay, so they're pretty much, they're screwed basically, right? So they go around looking for more people. Okay, they go around looking for more and to inhabit them. Okay, and that's where we get the demons now. Okay, so we found out who they are. We found out what they are. These demons, why do they want to possess people? They want to possess people because they want that feeling again of feeling the humanity. They want the lust. They want the to eat again. They want all the human feelings again. They want to curse. They want to do all these things that they used to do in their capacity as a giant. That's why with little if you see some exorcist stories, you will see that these people have extraordinary strength, right? Think about it. How could a little girl, right, throw a full-grown man across the room? I mean, things of that nature. Because they have the spirit in them is the giant spirit. So of course they would have that strength, right? So these are some very intense things. One sister, she shared with me, she actually saw a woman crawling on the ceiling, defying the laws of gravity. I'm like, oh my gosh, and she was involved in a spiritual ministry, Now, I have not seen anything like that, okay? So, do I believe I'm going to see things like that? Yes. As we go along further, if my, theory is correct that we're going towards some really bad times, the demons are starting to manifest easier, okay? And check this out. I heard I got to look it up, see if it's true, but I heard that witchcraft is the #1 religion growing in the United States right now. Witchcraft, okay? So that just tells you something, right? Just tells you something that paganism, witchcraft, is growing, and we know that if it grows and continues to grow, there's going to be some really dark consequences, okay? All right, so who, what, when? When can it happen? So it happens when you're really depressed, okay? So when you're at a very low point in your life, these demons will try to get into you, okay? They'll work on you. So there's something called a familiar spirit. A familiar spirit is basically, it's a spirit that they send. It's a lower level spirit that they will send to people to kind of test them out, right? And an average person could can get rid of a familiar spirit. Very not very. It's not very difficult. Okay, it might be now though. I'll be honest with you because they're getting more powerful. And as these familiar spirits, they basically test the person. They're like, just think of it as like somebody like poking you, constantly. You're leave me alone, leave me alone. Some people can just say, hey, just get out of my life, in the name of Yeshua, I command you to leave, right? And some people, they just accept it. I met this one girl and she was like, hey, my buddy, he doesn't like you. I was like, oh shoot, She goes, yeah, he doesn't like you because he knows that you can help me get rid of him. I was like, oh really? And this is around the time like I was learning all this stuff, I didn't even know, like, okay. I didn't know I was gonna be able to like actually do something like that, but yeah, she told me. And I'm like, all right. And she's like, but guess what? I'm like, yeah. She goes, I accepted him already. He's in my life. I don't want him gone. I'm like, okay, see you later. That was it for that. Um, so we have that, where they send familiar spirits. When you're really depressed, they'll work on you. They'll make you sick. They can make you sick. They can cause illness. That's in the Bible too. Um, they can persuade you. Okay, they're not if you're not possessed, they can persuade you to do certain things through music, through relationships, through just think of anything that can persuade you, right? A certain job, things of that nature, and they'll keep working on it, and then some big event happens in your life. Some big event will happen. Maybe you're going through divorce, maybe a breakup, maybe somebody close to you passed away, whatever it is that, maybe money, financial things, right? And they will try to get in you, you know? And if you're super weak, if you give in and you basically allow them, they have to have permission, by the way. If you allow them to get in you, then you go into possession mode. And possession mode, they start controlling. Okay, they'll hurt you. They'll start hurting others around you. Now, I'm telling you right now, guys, that this is going to grow very exponentially as we continue down this interesting time frame right now. Okay, we already see people losing their jobs. We already see a lot of suicides are on the rise. Or people even thinking about it. And a lot of suicides, guys, they are attributed to demonic possession. These things will try to kill you. Okay, they want you dead. Understand this: the spirit of the giants. What is it? They wanted to consume humans. They hate humans. You know why? They're jealous of you because you are a son of Adam and a daughter of Eve. That is specifically what they have against you. They are jealous. They want to consume you. They were eating the humans. That's why the flood of Noah had to happen, because it was a DNA war. A DNA war that the creator said, I'm going to save humanity. I'm going to take Noah and his family and preserve their DNA, which is 100% human, and destroy these hybrids, these giants who are here. And by the way, there's a lot of evidence of bones being found all around the world of giants. Okay. So yeah, these things are out to get us. Okay. And especially right now. All right. How can you defend yourself? Well, how do I will give you Band-Aid stuff. Band-Aid stuff is like, you could do this on your own. Okay. Spiritual music, they don't like it. They don't like spiritual music at all. But I will tell you, there were times that my computer like completely shut off when I put the music on. It would just shut off. It didn't break the computer or anything, but it would just shut off. Sometimes it was one time. Oh man, it was weird. It was one time where I was asleep and in my dream I heard this evil music, like hardcore evil. Okay, like just weird, like chainsaws and people crying and stuff like that, like they were in hell. And I looked at my computer and it was on the computer. It was on my computer. I'm like, what the heck? Like, I didn't look this up. Like, let me look up satanic music. What the heck? So yeah, it was pretty crazy. Other things. Now, this one's not Band-Aid, but if you have faith in Yeshua as your Messiah, you can use this, okay? You can say, I command this spirit to leave in the name of Yeshua. By his blood, I command you to leave. Okay? That's very important. That works for everybody. Now I have to warn you, okay? It's not like golden seal. The reason why is because it's based on your faith and also based on the things you're involved in, okay? Came across this case, these guys, they look, my time's almost up. I'm not even I barely like started, right? Okay, anyways, I'll just finish up with this. There was a case where these four gentlemen, these exorcists, really good ones too, like top of the line, these dudes, major battle. And they decided they were going to run up on one of Hitler's castles, okay? And they were going to do an exorcism where he did all this occultic stuff. Rule number one, authority. If you have no authority to do something in a certain place, don't do it, okay? You will get your behind handed to you. So what happened? These four individuals, they tried to do an exorcism of the castle, right? Or of the area. And long story short, they went back home. And as they were going home, like after they got off the plane, they live here in America, each of them they each got in a car crash. Each of them sustained, injuries, not life-threatening injuries though, car crash. And that same night, all of them, well, okay, maybe not all of them. What I remember is one of them in particular. He told his story and he said he was at the foot of his bed. There was a large human-like chicken demon that was mocking him for 45 minutes. He could not get it away, even at the, saying, blood of Jesus, go away. He was doing everything. Nope, 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 nope. And you know why? You know why it didn't work? Because he broke the law. You see, and I was so surprised. I'm like, why would you guys do that? Like, you had no authority. You're just trying to be. They were trying to be tough guys. Okay, that's what they were trying to be, tough guys. And yeah, rule number one: know your authority. Okay, if you don't know your authority, you are gonna get messed up. You will get messed up. Okay, especially now. Like, yeah. Okay, I gotta go, guys. Like I said, there's so much. I'm gonna have to do another. I'll do another video as we go along. I'll call it Demonology 102. Okay, and it'll be basically part two of this. But all right, guys, you have a good day and keep your head up. Okay. All right.